Hallo meine Lieben und herzlich willkommen in meinem kleinen Eckchen hier auf Twitch und auch wie immer ein herzliches Willkommen an alle, die später auf YouTube hier reinschalten. Wie immer gibt es unten in der Beschreibung, beziehungsweise es gibt die Kapitelauswahl, jeweils passend zu dem, was wir heute so treiben. Wir sind in Ormos unterwegs und ihr kennt es vielleicht daran, dass hier die Menüs relativ flott unterwegs sind. Wir spielen heute mal auf der PlayStation 5 Genshin Impact. Das wird nicht dauerhaft so bleiben, aber heute stand die mal ausnahmsweise hier in meiner Ecke. Also nutzen wir die auch. So, die Frage ist, was machen wir heute? Wir haben neue Banner, richtig, habe ich ja gerade gesehen. Da wäre Ganyu höchstens spannend. Genau. Die Sangonomiya Kokomi, die haben wir schon. Ja, gut, eventuell, aber ihr seht ja, ich habe ein Urgestein. Wir haben ja letztes Mal alles rausgeballert noch. So, gibt's neue Events. Einen schönen guten Abend, Tron. Hallöchen. Genau, die vermissten Schätze, die Schnitzereien der Kindheit müssen wir auch langsam mal machen. Wir haben nur noch 14 Tage. Wir haben hier den neuen Probelauf, der geht aber länger, ne? Der müsste 13, ja auch 13 Tage, okay. Und die donnernde Blüte. Dann würde ich sagen, wir haben ja letztes Mal eher notgedrungen. Hier in Ormos gibt es hier eigentlich auch eine Catherine? Nee, gibt's nicht. Wegen der Erkundungsbelohnung. Wir haben ja nächstes Mal notgedrungen hier schon mal die Quest angefangen, um teleportieren zu können. Ich bin mir aber wirklich nicht sicher, ob wir das hätten machen müssen. Ist aber auch egal. Ich würde sagen, diesen Queststrang machen wir erstmal fertig. Und dann überlegen wir uns, ob wir dann... Gut, die vermissten Schätze müssen auch irgendwie mal gemacht werden. Das ist sogar hier direkt um die Ecke. Ob wir dann die Schnitzereien der Kindlichkeit machen. Ich weiß nicht, wie lange das hier noch geht. Wir werden es irgendwie rausfinden. Verloren und im Tumult verborgen hatten wir angefangen. So. Der Vorteil mit der PS5 heute ist natürlich, dass wir deutlich kürzere Ladezeiten haben und vielleicht ein kleines Stückchen schneller vorwärts kommen. Es könnte passieren. Was ist jetzt eigentlich, was war zuletzt passiert? Nachdem er erfahren hat, dass die der Akademie geraubte Sache möglicherweise mit der Gottheit zusammenhängt, reisen Paimon und du nach Ormos. Gut, dann wir gucken jetzt. Ich habe es echt nicht mehr im Kopf, was jetzt zuletzt war. Deswegen mache ich die Questabschnitte eigentlich lieber am Stück. Aber gut. Räumen wir erstmal hier die Stadt aus. Stört ja keinen, hoffe ich. So. Was ist das?
Port Ormos is pretty great. There's so many new and interesting things. Not to mention all the tasty food.
Ja, habe ich alles gesehen. Haben wir alles geraubt aus den Lagerbeständen. Oder so.
Sumeru's largest commercial port sure lives up to its name. Look at all the merchants. And everyone seems excited just to be here.
Es ist Paimon, die zu energisch ist.
How did things end up like this?
All thanks to your artistic license. That's how. I should have made you wait until we got an update from Tanja.
But when I finished the prototype Aranara yesterday, you agreed that the kids would like it. That's why we tried bringing it out for a test run today.
Aha.
Well, I never thought they'd dislike it so much.
Oh, what should we do?
Da haben wir die niedergeschlagenen Leute.
Whoa. Yeah. Compared to everyone else, they seem really down in the dumps. Let's go find out what's going on. Hey there. Paimon's name is Paimon.
Ach,
and
echt?
she's a traveler who was just passing by. Is there something bothering you?
Oh, I noticed you two a moment ago. Welcome to Akara Crafts, the best toy store in Port Ormos. At least for now.
For now, okay.
What's bothering us is this prototype Aranara. To start with, could I get your opinion on it?
Muss ich?
prototype Aranara? You mean this wood carving here? It looks like a mushroom monster to Paimon.
Er sieht aber nicht sehr glücklich aus.
Oh, there we have it. The verdict is in. What a headache.
Ja, was erwartest du?
Not the first negative feedback we've had.
So, what exactly is a prototype Aranara?
So for context, Aranara are magical creatures in Sumeru fairy tales that live in the forest. For the store's 20th anniversary, we plan to release a series of hand-carved toys based on the Aranara stories that kids know and love. This is a prototype we made to get an idea of how they would react.
Ich glaube, ich habe das Gefühl, das ist eine andere Quest als das, was wir jetzt machen wollten.
But when we put it out there, the reaction was not quite what we'd anticipated.
They thought it looked like a mushroom too, huh?
No, worse than that, actually. I can't quite describe it, though. And I'm also not very good with kids. Maybe you could ask them for yourselves.
Okay. Hallo, guten Tag.
This is not an Aranara. No way. I've read Uncle Tanja's Aranara and the ill little fungus. It says that Aranara are supposed to be chubby and squishy. The carving looks nothing like that.
Okay.
Toys do look better when they're round and chubby. Uncle Tonder said in Aranara's vow that you can deceive the eyes, but you can't deceive the heart. This carving makes me feel lost and confused inside. I don't think the creator put his heart into it at all. It's nothing like an Aranara. Ooh,
Ist
didn't put his
vernichtend.
heart into it, huh? Oh, sounds like one of those things that's easier said than understood.
Cassid and Alia didn't like this carving, but I think it's okay. It doesn't look too happy, so it's kind of pitiful in a cute way.
Oh, a positive review!
Yeah, so I would totally ask my dad to get it for me, if it wasn't meant to be an Aranara.
Oh, well, that took a sudden turn for worse. We asked the children for their opinions.
Oh, how did it go? Has it maybe, grown on them at all?
Leider ist das nicht der Fall.
Oh, this is such a shame. Why isn't Tanger back from Gandharvaville yet?
Oh, the kids kept mentioning an Uncle Tanger, too. Who is he exactly?
Uncle Tanger is a famous children's author here in Port Ormos. He wrote quite a few stories in the past, but none of them were popular among children. Just like our prototype Aranara. But around a year or so ago, he suddenly had a eureka moment or something. And suddenly the children loved every one of his stories.
That's right. My little Gefahr loves his stories, too. The whole reason we decided to make these carvings was because we saw just how popular the Aranara are among children. We asked Tanja for guidance, but right after he agreed, he went off to Gandharvaville with his son to look for inspiration. They haven't returned yet. We were running out of time, so we had no choice but to carve an Aranara based on our own imaginations.
Ja, ganz toll.
As you can see, this was...
Oh, we have to do something. Hey, since you're the famous traveler, could you do us a favor and look for Tanger in Gandharvaville? He doesn't have to come in person if he's too busy. Just ask him to write down his suggestions and bring his notes back to us, if you could. Please, if only to put a smile on the children's faces. And, of course, you'll be well compensated for doing us the favor.
Ja,
They seem pretty desperate. Let's help
den
them out.
Kindern und dem Entgelt
See the
zuliebe,
kids
okay.
smile. And also for our reward.
Okay, gut, den Kindern zuliebe.
Yep, let's do it.
Überhaupt nicht wegen der Kohle. Nein. Verschmähte Holzfigur. Okay, das ist tatsächlich eine andere Quest.
Tanja takes his son with him everywhere he goes. The two of them are very close. Maybe that's why he was able to come up with such great stories. Anyway, we're counting on you.
Ich wollte eigentlich...
Tanja
Du hast
takes
doch
his son
irgendwie
with
so ein
him. Maybe that's why he
Shop-Symbol.
was able to come up with... Anyway, we're counting...
Anscheinend kann man nicht shoppen. So. Aber ich lasse euch erstmal links liegen. Endloser Forschungsantrag. What? In Ormos kursieren kürzlich seltsame Gerüchte über den jammernden Akademiegelehrten. Du meine Güte, verschmähte Holzfigur. Genau, das haben wir jetzt hier quasi bekommen. Und das ist auch zeitlich. Ja, das ist wahrscheinlich sogar... Das hier war doch auch irgendwas mit einer Puppe. Hier, Schnitzen der Kindheit. Ja, das ist es. Mhm. Dann haben wir es jetzt aus Versehen quasi angefangen. Jo, können wir machen. Aber jetzt machen wir das hier erstmal weiter. So, wo wollten wir denn jetzt eigentlich hin? Ich wollte ja eigentlich nur bei dem Laden shoppen und dann ging hier das los. Ui, hier ist aber Party ist hier. Naja, Markt. Sagen wir Markt.
Welcome. Welcome. How can I help you too?
Hi there. We would like to ask you a question. Do students
Stimmt,
from
da war
the
was.
Academia ever come to Port Ormos?
Stimmt, wir sollten uns ja als Studenten ausgeben. So war das.
Of course. Especially around this time of year. Students from Sumeru City that are about to graduate often come to Port Ormos to cut loose a little. Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the academia, let alone graduate. But those who finish their studies and go on to become full-time researchers at the academia have it even harder. Sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free environment. Some even say it's good luck to come to Port Ormos. Ah, you see over there? Those are students from the Academia.
Sie machen einen ernsten Eindruck.
They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days ago. If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better. So long as the Akasha teaches us what we need.
Those students seem to be discussing something. Let's see if we can listen in.
Lauschen. Okay, wir lauschen.
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention that a bunch of scary-looking Eremite mercenaries have been posted along the streets now.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer clear of them. Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about the Scarlet King and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Regzar is starting to get fed up with them. What was that group called again? Ein something or other?
They're called Ein El Ahmar. Today, I heard that the thing we're after might be in their possession at the moment.
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? Many of the Eremites in Port Ormos deal with trading this kind of thing. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the Academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are looking for aren't the kind of goods that Eremites are after. As long as they know you're a student, then deals can be made.
Ach, deswegen sollen wir uns als Studenten
I've heard
ausgeben.
that Ein El Ahmar likes to set up shop at the Gefahr Tavern. Supposedly, if you're willing to part with 500,000 Mora, they'll give you info on anything.
Och ja, nur 500,000.
Wait, did you say 500,000? If information alone costs that much, then how could we ever afford to buy what we're looking for? I guess we might as well give up on trying to graduate this way.
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of shady knowledge? I bet it's practically worthless to anyone aside from us.
Well, I guess that makes sense. Then the only thing left for us now is to find a way in. Why don't we all just pool our money together and pay for the information?
Whoa! Did you hear that? A niche field of research and shady knowledge? It all sounds pretty suspicious to Paimon.
Naja.
Is knowledge something people just buy and sell like that?
Die der Akademie geraubte Sache hat auch was mit Wissen zu tun.
So, what's our plan?
Ich weiß zwar nicht mehr was, aber... Lass uns... Versuchen wir mit dem von der Goldbrigade zu sprechen.
Didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us 500,000 Mora. Have you lost your mind?
Falls sie versuchen, uns zu betrügen, werde ich ihnen nicht vergeben.
Oh, all right. Paimon never thought she'd agree to parting with that kind of Mora. But if you know what you're doing, then we should give it a shot.
Ich habe keine Ahnung. Aber es kommt auf selbe raus, was wir jetzt gewählt haben, klar. Von der Eier. Hä? Wo ist diese... Man sollte vielleicht den... Hä? Haben die nicht gerade... Nee, ich habe geträumt. Okay. Alles gut. Alles gut.
This is the place we heard those students talking about. Let's find a seat somewhere and see if we can spot the group they mentioned.
Ja. Ist mal noch was Feines.
Oh, you've arrived. Please, take a seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Ha! Once we reclaim the power of the Scarlet King, they'll be the first that the boss punishes.
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion. They've also amassed a significant amount of Mora this time, so we mustn't underestimate them.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists out for a quick Mora?
Yeah, with Boss's fervent devotion, he'll be able to use this power to bring our god back this time.
Huh. All these guys talk about is the Scarlet King, so they're probably the ones we're looking for.
Wer soll das sein?
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when the Scarlet King exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Aber die höhere Herrin ist doch gar nicht mehr da. Die Verräterin, die höhere Herrin Ruka Devata?
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant too. We should ask about that if we get the chance later.
What happened next?
Jetzt fragen wir die. Wir kommen jetzt einfach vorbei und fragen? Okay. Ja.
Who are you? What do you want?
Ich bin Studentin der
A
Akademie.
student? What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos?
Ich möchte etwas über die Sache erfahren. Die Sache ist schon.
Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
Übergib 50 Morat.
Huh? What is this, some kind of joke?
Nö, das meine ich ernst.
Sorry, she must have grabbed the wrong amount. Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Übergib 500.000 Morat, okay.
Paimon can't stand to see so much more go. But there's no other choice right now.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Hmm? Well, what are you waiting for?
Ich will mein Geld zurück. Ich hätte noch eine kleine Frage.
Oh, that's right. We heard you mention the Scarlet King just now. We're actually interested to know more because we're archaeology students.
Ja.
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess I can throw in a little extra info. As you can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers of the Scarlet King. Years ago, the Scarlet King founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an advanced civilization, far beyond anything you'll see in present-day Sumer. The Scarlet King was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even stripped him of his title.
So, you mean the traitor was...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes.
Uh-huh.
That shameless wretch destroyed the Scarlet King's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land where we were made to suffer the tyranny of our enemies. Furthermore, she conspired with the Academia to cover up the truth of her actions and create the merciful and benevolent facade for which she is now known. Ugh, just thinking about it sickens me.
Nee, die existiert ja nicht mehr, ne?
But the story doesn't end there, oh no. The Scarlet King isn't truly dead. The voice of the Oracle has been heard in the desert, prophesying his resurrection. Mark my words, our god shall return. And when that day comes, all followers of the traitor and all the desert dwellers who have forgotten their true god will suffer retribution together.
Mit wie vielen Archonten haben wir am Ende dann zu tun?
If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of the Scarlet King.
Der rote König wird zurückkommen?
I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached its end.
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Wer bist du? Sieht nach
You
Playable
again?
Character aus?
Deranged academia lunatic.
Yes, it's me again.
Ah.
I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things uncomfortable for you.
Der wird definitiv ein spielbarer Charakter sein.
Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of luring people into their territory. Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then they use that to squeeze you for all the mora you're worth.
Hey! Shut it all, Hatham! What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like this,
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Ha! The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't negotiate with you.
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then. It does not preclude him from changing his mind in the future.
I'm warning you, don't push us, or this could get ugly. We don't usually get rough with people from the academia because it just complicates things. For a lunatic like you, though, we might just have to make an exception.
Prügel, Prügel,
If you're
Prügel.
suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. After all, even the Archons used war to negotiate the ownership of Teyvat. If, on the other hand, we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all, then I'm afraid my next course of action will sting a little more than the mere falling through of a few business deals. I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value above all else. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. However, I fear that by then, some things will have happened that cannot be undone.
Das nennt man auch Erpressung.
Also,
Der hat ein
a word of
Dendro-Element.
advice. I suggest
Okay.
you tell your boss exactly what happened here today. Otherwise, he might blame you for not telling him in the future.
What did you say?
Consider this. Have I ever failed to follow through on my word in the past?
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay, then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Prügel, Prügel, Prügel.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 mora to them.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food yet.
Mr. Iman, there appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently. This wouldn't happen to be because they're all busy spreading the word to the students, would it?
Well...
Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, but sent the Amorites running too. Plus, he seems to know a lot about what's going on around here. Let's catch up with him and ask some questions.
Fragen ist schon mal
He's
gut.
that way, after him!
Wo ist er denn hin?
So then, what happened next?
Wo ist er denn hin?
Wait up! It's Al-Hatham, right?
What do you want? No
Vielen Dank
need
für
for
deine
thanks.
Hilfe.
My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I needed. We're even. Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them. Since they weren't able to make off with your Mora in the end, they might harass you again in the future.
Na, wundervoll.
Goodbye.
Ich freue mich.
Hold your horses!
Ich
We still
freue
have
mich.
something to ask you about! Since you tore through their scam right in front of them, you must know the real story about certain something, no?
Who exactly are you two? And why are you inquiring about that?
Oh, ich bin einfach Studentin der Akademie.
A student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Eigentlich ist meine Kampffähigkeit nicht schlecht.
Oh, yeah! She's really strong! Weren't you saying something about a physical exchange? We can help with that.
Eine kriegerische
She
Unterhaltung.
doesn't even have a vision. Forget it.
Maybe not, but she can still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way we'd go asking for info from from guys like that. Those hot-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of backup for your next meeting. Even if you don't go alone, you won't regret taking us with you.
All right, I accept. Got a pen and paper? If you're searching for someone who sells that kind of merchandise, I'll give you one of their addresses, and you can try your luck. We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't matter if you show up or not.
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's information, does that mean you can tell us exactly what we're after?
Das ist schon mal gut. Wir suchen und wissen nicht mal
You
wonach.
were willing to part with 500,000 Mora for something and you didn't even know what it was?
Jetzt, wenn du das so sagst, klingt das nicht so clever.
Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, then you can beat the answer out of them when they become hostile. Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now. Tell me what you know so far, so I don't waste time repeating information.
We know it's connected to the Academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it, but some students want to get a hold of it too. What else?
Dass sie eine Art Wissen ist.
You know almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile this information because you've never seen the object before. This is what you've been looking for.
Oh, dann mal her damit.
Paimon can't tell what it is. It looks like some kind of ornament.
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity of canned knowledge. It's like a miniature Akasha.
Also eine Diskette?
Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents.
Wirklich jeder?
Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information, knowledge capsules confer their contents without any requisites.
That's amazing.
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, it's illegal in Sumeru to privately possess or trade them.
Okay. Also da herrscht Macht durch Wissen.
They were
Verstehe.
created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to be destroyed immediately after use. But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will always be those in this world who are dissatisfied with life as designed for them by the Akasha and wish to change their fate. Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the Academia. Now, in Port Ormos, the valuable ones are a means to Mora for the Eremites.
Kann man die nicht kopieren?
Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them occasionally prove useful to the common citizens and hapless Academia students. Well, I think that about sums it up.
Ich habe gehört, vor kurzem ist etwas der Akademie geraubt worden.
So that's your true objective.
Ich möchte etwas darüber erfahren.
With
Bitte
our
sehr.
current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer.
Was wäre die dazu nötige Bedingung?
You're still resolved. Fine. Let's talk somewhere with fewer people.
Wir gehen jetzt einfach dahinter die Kisten. Okay. Muss ich mir Sorgen machen?
Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with something.
Ich habe Angst. Was muss ich tun?
I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling merchant.
Okay.
Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has quality goods in stock. Some say that as long as there is profit to be made, there is nothing she won't dare to sell. She's guarded against people from the Academia because most of her wares don't comply with Academia regulations. I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon became clear that they had no intention of letting me get any further.
Stimmt, ist ja von der Akademie.
Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust. This is my condition for further collaboration.
Why do you want us to meet with her?
Until you complete this task, you don't have question privileges.
Wie mies.
Fine. So how do we go about doing this?
You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. I'll give you the informant's address and their contact password. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up her sleeve. You'll have to improvise.
Okay, schön. Improvisieren. Bin ich gut drin. Total.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wares, and she only likes customers who she deems to have good taste. I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest quality wares and earn her approval.
But we only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time. We don't know how to tell which ones are good and which ones are bad. Is that something we can learn quickly?
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight?
Den beherrsche ich.
Oh, that's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard. Anyway, that ability should resolve your issue.
Du unterschätzt mich, Junge.
Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They look the same to Paimon.
Try inspecting them with elemental sight.
Der leuchtet stärker. Links.
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
Sie leuchten beide grün, ja. Die linke leuchtet etwas stärker.
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through elemental sight. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. The more powerful the knowledge, the richer it is in Dendro energy.
So.
However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use in contemporary times, so those capsules are of little value. Using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should suffice for earning Dory's trust.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here is the Mora for purchasing canned knowledge. Don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. If there's any Mora left over, just keep it.
Oh, okay. Das heißt, wir müssen handeln. Weil das mit dem Handeln bei mir immer so gut geklappt hat. Am Ende waren immer alle beleidigt.
Be sure to exercise some caution. There have been Matra present in Port Ormos lately. Your efforts will be for naught if they catch you.
Matra?
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. They also handle cases of illegal canned knowledge transactions. Like I said, the Academia has banned both their trade and possession. The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to back out, now's the time.
Ich stelle mich diesem Risiko.
Okay, then we have a deal.
Wow.
If you succeed in your dealings with Dory, come find me at the Wikela Funduk. We'll have an open discussion then.
Aua!
Looking at what Al-Haytham wrote, Dory's informant is a trader near Old Ormos. Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
Tag.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy?
Wir hätten gerne ein paar überhaupt nicht reife Harafrüchte.
Wait, are you sure you're remembering that right? Paimon doesn't think it was that on the paper.
Nee, nicht? Okay. Ich habe gar nicht drauf geguckt. Wir hätten gerne ein paar überhaupt nicht süße Harafrüchte.
What a unique palate. We have unripe Hara fruits, but we usually keep them in the back. I'll have someone escort you.
Following the paper got us past the first round.
Okay, wir können auch einfach raten. Alles gut.
These two want to buy unripe Hara fruits. Show them to the warehouse.
Got it. You two, please follow me. You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru rose means common merch. No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
The warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me.
Ich habe überhaupt nichts gelesen. Gut, dass Paimon aufgepasst hat. Was denn du? Beweg dich. Okay.
Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few things.
Oh.
Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our Hara fruits were taken by mice.
Meinen Glückwunsch.
Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Am besten macht es nicht nur schwindelig, sondern lässt unsere Ohren auch noch klingeln. Ich hätte doch lieber solche, die einen Hitzschlag verursachen. Es ergibt beides keinen Sinn. Machen wir das erste.
Yep, that's the right answer.
Ha!
But eating Hara fruit that makes your head and ears ring sounds like a bad life decision.
Would you like your Hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style?
Nach Sumeru-Art?
I'm guessing that you're going for a more traditional packaging since this is your first time here.
Wait a sec. Sumeru City style means we're only buying a few things. You won't take us to see Dory if we do that.
Okay.
I'm sorry. But as things currently stand, we won't be able to fulfill your order. Why don't you two think things over?
He's cautious of us. Let's take a closer look at the paper that Al-Haytham gave us.
Okay, Mist. Wir hätten den Zettel vielleicht vorher lesen sollen. Ja, das wäre sinnvoll gewesen. Wo ist denn der blöde Zettel? Ist das hier bei den Quest-Items? Hier sind Zettel. Tabelle der Deckwörter. Überhaupt nicht süße Harafrüchte kaufen, um den Informanten zu sagen, dass du hier bist, um Dori zu sehen. Trauerblumen tragen, Wissenskonserven kaufen. Sumeru-Rosen tragen, legale Waren kaufen. Maus, Gast, Risch, Boland-Tiger, Matra. Die Maus hat etwas geklaut, etwas wird verkauft. Der Risch-Boland-Tiger hat etwas geschnappt, etwas wird vom Matra beschlagnahmt. Verpacke nach Sumeru-Art nur wenige Waren kaufen, verpacke nach Ormos-Art viele Waren kaufen. Auf ihr scheint begabt zu sein, folgt Harafrucht, die Schwindelgefühle und Ohrenklingen verursacht. Auf ihr scheint gelehrt zu sein, folgt Harafrucht, die Hitzschlag verursacht. Ajo, ojo, alles gut. Irgendwie so. Begabt, Schwindel und gelehrt, Hitzschlag. Na toll. Dann reden
Before I
wir.
retrieve your products, please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our Hara fruits were taken by mice.
Meinen Glückwunsch.
Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Das war Ohrensausen, ne?
Yep, that's the right answer. But Eating horror fruit that makes your head and ears ring sounds like a bad life decision.
Would you like your horror fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style?
Dann nach Ormos Art.
Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your products
Wären wir fast gut durchgekommen mit Raten.
Everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot! It's the Matra! Run!
What? The Matra?
Was?
Where? Oh, Hatham said we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here.
Was? Wieso?
We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant.
Ja, gut. Einfach hinterher. Reicht das? Reicht.
He moved that way.
Ja, Aber irgendwie ist keiner hinter uns her. Warum? Wieso? Wieso rennt der? Oder müssen wir hinterher?
Look, he's over there.
Wir folgen einfach. Wenn das Spiel uns sagt, wir sollen ihm einfach folgen, dann folgen wir da einfach hinterher.
If you're hiding from the Rishbaland tiger, come this way.
Okay.
Another password. Huh? Oh, that voice came from behind the building. Here, over here. You can stop running now.
Guten Tag. Oh Gott, wir haben sie gefunden.
So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe here?
These two good customers wish to buy some horror fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else, I'll just excuse myself.
Oh, very good. Thank you.
Gut, bei der ist schon ziemlich sicher, dass sie demnächst als spielbarer Charakter kommt.
Sure thought you'd look a whole lot scarier. Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess Pea-Brain? I
Das schwachköpfige Gespenst.
Believe you me. If you don't watch what you say, then you can forget about doing any business. But it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find the informant, your reactions were also pretty sharp. You don't really look like criminals or anything, but I bet my Mora that you've been involved in some shady dealings.
Nein. Paimon's
not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment, but we'll take it. I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces. No matter how much Mora they might have. Not only will they get caught by the Matra, but they'll also get us into trouble.
Der ehrliche kleine Händler.
Trying to run an honest business.
Du bist eine
We don't need any of
Schmugglerin.
that. Wouldn't you agree? So that's why I prefer to have customers like you. It's your first time here, but don't worry, I won't ask too many questions. Even if you wish to buy enough knowledge capsules to decorate your house with, please, knock yourself out. As long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good.
Können wir uns die Waren ansehen?
Ah, yes, of course. Go ahead. Help. Wow, she has a trove of canned knowledge. Whew. She'd probably be in serious trouble if the Matra caught her with all this. What kind of products do you seek, my dear customers? Don't worry, I'm not interested in your reasons for buying. I can, however, offer some suggestions. Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology and dialectics of the Hilichurls. Only 3 people in all of Tevat have ever studied it, making it extremely rare. It's on sale now for 350,000 Mora.
Analyse und Bewertung der Gesellschaftsform der Hilichurle. Nur 3 haben das bisher erforscht. Das klingt mir nach einem sehr naheliegenden Thema da.
Who would want to be an expert in that topic?
Ella Musk?
Or how about the architectural styles and construction methods of Tevat in the early Archon War period? With this one, you can become an expert in historic architecture preservation and find an excellent, well-paying job in nearly any nation.
Ja, hier ist Wissen absolut Macht.
Ooh, now this sounds like it could be useful.
2 million Mora.
Ach,
and
wenn's
it's
weiter nicht so
yours.
ist.
No discounts.
Whoa! That's a lot of Mora!
Of course, you are free to pick whatever your heart's desire. The contents and price of each knowledge capsule are indicated in small text on the body of each one, down at the bottom.
All right, let's try the method that Alhaitham mentioned.
Okay. Hm, 3. Okay. Ich hätte gern diese. Nee. Oder doch? Okay, diese hier. Und diese.
You've really got a good head on your shoulders, and quite the eye for quality.
We'll take these, please and thank you.
My, oh my. You are blessed with a taste for both the exquisite and the extravagant. Customers like you are a rare breed. 1 in 100. No, 1 in 1,000 even.
Ach, zu viele Ehre.
Listen, I have a special offer for you two. If you spend just 100,000 Mora more, you can pick any knowledge capsule of your choice up to a value of 1 million Mora.
Say what now?
Das ist mal ein Rabatt.
Did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole million.
Paimon, beruhig dich. Lass dich nicht dazu verleiten, mehr Geld auszugeben. Paimon, beruhig dich.
All the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth 500,000 Mora. If we spend just a little more, we can get something worth 1 million Mora. Isn't that a fantastic deal?
100.000 ist jetzt auch nicht gerade wenig.
Think about it. We've gone to all this trouble to get this canned knowledge. And so far, everything we bought belongs to Alhaitham. Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself?
Du bist hier die Neugierige.
Come on, come on. We still have around 100,000 of Alhaitham's Mora left. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful for you. Ahem. You've got a deal, Dory. We'd like to spend an extra 100,000 Mora.
Excellent. Then please, select from this fine collection of canned knowledge over here.
Es ist wahrscheinlich keine von denen 1 Million Mora wert.
Hold on a second. Paimon thought we could choose whatever we wanted. Why can't we choose the ones from over there?
Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth 1 million Mora each. I'm sure discerning customers like yourselves will be able to find something to your liking. Please, take your time.
Uh-oh. Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use
Da ist
Elemental
keine
Sight
von denen 1
again to
Million
check
Mora
this.
wert. Vielleicht schauen wir nicht nach. Na gut, ich schaue mal. Die sind alle nichts wert.
So, what did you see?
Alle leuchten ähnlich stark.
So, they're all worth about the same amount?
Sie sind alle nichts wert.
Well, anyway, the Mora's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Let Paimon take a look here. An introduction to traditional Sumeru brewing techniques, the art of growing spices, an overview of ancient runes. Oh, how about this one? Sword Fighting Techniques 8.
Na toll.
Not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful, right? Let's go with this one.
Okay, wenn es dich glücklich macht.
Dory, we'll take this one.
All right, very good. I'm expecting some new goods in the next couple days, so be sure to check back again soon. Whether it's canned knowledge or anything else you need, bring your Mora to Dory and Dory.
Ja. Bring your Mora to Dory.
If errands with Dory went smoothly enough, let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Alhaitham. Hopefully now he'll finally tell us about what the Academia lost.
Na, hoffentlich. Herum, was ist denn jetzt gekommen? Die Händlerin und das Tor des Wissens trifft Dory und kauft Wissenskonserven. Na. Oh, was haben wir denn da noch? Moment. ist Post gekommen. Albedo. Dankeschön, Albedo. Und weiter geht's. Ach du meine Güte. Okay. Oh, Plumps. Wo müssen wir hin?
Ha! You two made it. And from the looks on your faces, you were successful.
Whoa. There's so many people from the Academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup spot?
Well, Wikela Funduk is under the Academia's control, so naturally the Academia has people working here. I came to Port Ormos under the pretense of conducting official business.
You're a pretty daring guy.
Relax. No one here is interested in anything we say, and the Matcha won't come here. Okay, now, tell me how your encounter with Dory went.
Okay, we did what you asked. So, can you tell us about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost now?
Before that, I have to ask, why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to answer, of course.
Wir wollen uns mit dem Dendro-Arkon treffen.
Yeah, she just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important. We've been in Sumeru for a while now, but we still haven't found a way. When we heard that the Academia had lost something that might be related to the gods, we came here in case it turned out to be our lucky break.
In that case, you're on the right track. A short while ago, the Academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert. It's supposedly a divine knowledge capsule. Use it, and you'll gain the wisdom of the gods.
Wow, there's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you think we could learn how to meet the Dendro Archon? Ooh, or even how to find your brother?
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but it does indeed exist. And it's right here, in Port Ormos.
So, where exactly?
Genau.
That's what we need to find out next.
Ajo, heißt das etwa, du bist auch auf der Suche danach?
I won't deny that. I am investigating because I'm curious as to what the divine knowledge capsule truly is. As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos also have their eyes on it. It is an extremely precious item. The knowledge contained within may bring great power or wealth to whoever has it in their possession. Several brigades have been vying for ownership of it as of late, but there is still no victor. My personal finances and connections cannot compete with those of the Eremites. After attempting various methods, I finally managed to reach a tentative agreement with several brigades.
Also wir haben gerade ziemlich viel Kohle in deinem Namen ausgegeben. Also, wie viel Geld brauchst du denn
I
noch?
agreed to forego ownership of the divine knowledge capsule in exchange for the opportunity to study it. After all, there's no harm in understanding what it is. However, there are those who are less amenable to negotiation, such as those from Ain al-Ahmar. They adamantly believe that the divine knowledge capsule contains the Scarlet King's power, and that he will return to this world when they obtain it. They refuse to let anyone from the Academia tarnish their deity's soul.
So you kept hounding them because they refused to cooperate with you?
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined to get that capsule by any means necessary. To that end, they've resorted to many methods more foul than fair in order to amass sufficient funds. So, I've been sabotaging their business to force them into negotiating with me. The divine knowledge capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next few days. Each brigade will place their own bid, and the prize will be covertly given to the winner. To ensure the capsule's security and to evade the mantra's notice, the winning brigade will not publicly disclose their victory. Unless I know whose hands the divine knowledge capsule ends up in, my agreements with them will fall through. Dory is the most reliable source of information, but that avenue was previously closed to me. With you on board now, the situation is different.
In other words, you wanted us to befriend Dory so you could find out where the divine knowledge capsule is.
Yes, you can say that. But this arrangement harms none of us. The day after tomorrow, Go back to Dory and try to purchase information on the Divine Knowledge Capsule's whereabouts. If she has no information, wait 2 days and approach her again. If I get the opportunity to study the Divine Knowledge Capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation?
Jo, das ist es, was ich brauche.
Okay.
Ja.
Then we'll meet up in 2 days.
Haytham, before you go, we actually bought a knowledge capsule for ourselves, but we're not sure how to use it.
Das war ja sehr
You
clever.
two want to try using a knowledge capsule? Sure, I can teach you. Doing so right under the Academia's nose is a bit problematic, though. What do you say we head to the outskirts of town?
Nach draußen. Wie weit nach draußen? Ziemlich weit nach draußen. Mist, da ist kein Teleport in der Nähe. Na, dann müssen wir laufen. Dann müssen wir einfach laufen. Ist wirklich nichts in der Nähe? Menno. Die Frage ist, kommen wir hier überhaupt so einfach dahin? Hier sind Stege, okay. Ja, doch. Passt schon.
All right, this place works. Show me the capsule you purchased.
Absolut wertlos, sagt er gleich.
Sword Fighting Techniques 8. Huh. A combat class knowledge capsule. This class is something of a rare find these days, since most have been taken by the Eremites to augment their battle capabilities.
Oh, okay, das war wertvoll.
Really? Ah, yeah, what a great buy!
If you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. However, effects will likely be minimal if you already possess a high amount of strength. We can conduct a controlled experiment where you fight 2 battles. One before using this knowledge capsule, and one after.
Ach so, ich kann das dann auch sofort anwenden.
While you
Das ist ja
fight,
natürlich
we can use
praktisch.
an Akasha terminal to monitor your various physical parameters. There may be variances in your physical strength between the 2 tests, as well as a disparity in your opponent's abilities. But don't worry. I'll run statistical analyses afterward to mitigate any confounding effects.
Na, Hauptsache du weißt, was du tust.
Wow! Oh, Haytham! You must have been one of those guys at the Academia who got top grades on everything.
Klingt eher nach Basiswissen.
Paimon's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the Academia, right? So, why are you risking getting caught by the Matra for this capsule?
Das frage ich mich auch.
When you are unable to understand a researcher's actions, most cases can be attributed to curiosity. This is but one theory.
Sounds like you're trying to avoid the question.
All right, let's begin the test. Just fight as you normally do.
Wen soll ich angreifen? Die da? Okay.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
So? Scheint zu reichen.
All right. I'll link your Akasha terminal to record data. The next step is to use this knowledge capsule. Hold it in your hand. I'll help you establish a connection with it so you can activate its power.
Wissenskonserve aktiviert. Ach so, jetzt muss ich sie... Sie wurde auf Betreiben vorbei. 100.000 Moras. Keine Ahnung, ob die ersten 7 sind, aber Dinge wie Kampftechniken werden immer nützlich sein. Wahrscheinlich. Na gut. Okay, angewendet. Ganz als sähst du auf einmal die Bilder ganz vieler mit Einhändern kämpfender Menschen in deinem Kopf aufsteigen. Und auf einmal wird all das zu einer fernen Erinnerung.
Hey, how are you feeling?
Was in der Gewissenskonserve steckte, wurde zu einer Erinnerung.
You mean that it worked?
Ich hoffe mal.
Alright. Time for round 2. Fight with the same composure as before.
Aha. Schon wieder eine Errungenschaft. Benutze die Wissenskonserve, um die Kampfkraft zu erhöhen. Okay.
By royal let me weave you a verse. Rain outlines your fate. Huh?
Bin ich jetzt stärker geworden? Ich weiß nicht.
Now,
Wahrscheinlich
I'll
nicht
start recording
wirklich
data
echt.
again.
Nun zeichne ich die Daten noch einmal auf. Was? Ach so.
Oh, hey, Thumb.
Jetzt zeichnet man danach auf. Ah.
Well, the knowledge capsule you purchased did improve her combat capability. During the second fight, her overall fighting performance increased by 0.073%.
0,073. Na, das war ja vollkommen die 100.000 Mora wert.
Wait, how much?
0,073.
Dory's such a jerk! She totally scammed us! 1 million Mora? This thing isn't worth a tenth of that amount!
Of course, this could be because she is so powerful that the capsule's contents were unable to produce a substantial increase. At the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. Our deal seems increasingly worth my investment. I'm heading back to Akela Funduk. I await your response in 2 days' time. This is Mora for when you ask Dory for information. Pay her as much as she requests.
Aha. Warte bis 7 Uhr am übernächsten Tag. Können wir tun? Moment, ich will nur eben den Ort zurück. 7 Uhr am übernächsten Tag. Ist das noch dieselbe Quest? Nee, ist schon wieder eine mehr, eigentlich. Aber gut, 7 Uhr. Nächster Tag. Heute, morgen. Übermorgen. Nee, ein bisschen. So. Dock, 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 dock. Dass man das nicht vorspulen kann, ne? Dock, 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 dock. Okay.
Let's see Dory today and ask her about where the divine knowledge capsule is.
So, jetzt müssen wir wieder hier den Aufzug vermutlich verwenden. Der jetzt oben ist, oder? Ja, das kommt wahrscheinlich gleich runter, das Ding. Ja, wir sollten vielleicht nicht hier stehen bleiben. Alla hopp. Dory! Findet Dory.
Over here! Oh, welcome back, my loyal patrons. What can I do for you this time? You name it. Can knowledge, supplies, or anything else you need. I'll find a way to get it. Where there's a waterfall of Mora, there's a way.
Can you really get us anything we want? Anything at all?
Aha. So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please oblige me. Tell me what you have in mind.
Ich möchte Informationen über den Verbleib der Wissenskonserve der Gottheit kaufen.
Oh! I knew customers with pockets as deep as yours would undoubtedly crave something more profound than ordinary canned knowledge. But you know, that kind of information isn't going to be cheap.
Aha, sie weiß was?
After all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way into the auction site. Not to mention that if anyone found out that I was the leaker, I would be in big, big trouble.
But how can we be sure your information is accurate? Paimon's curious how you just happen to have this kind of info the moment we need it.
Das ist eine sehr gute Frage, Paimon.
Because to me, anything of value is what I consider to be my supply. Therefore, I must always be aware of what's hot on the market in order to secure more sales. As for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. That way, no one can dispute it.
Dann nenn mir deinen Preis.
It's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the scoop. The Divine Knowledge Capsule was purchased yesterday by a certain Misery, the leader of Ain el-Ahmar.
Ain el-Ahmar? You mean the Eremites who worship the Scarlet King?
Also haben sie die schon.
Ah, so you're already familiar with them. The group has done everything in their power to obtain the Divine Knowledge Capsule. After all, they believe it contains the power of the Scarlet King. That Divine Knowledge Capsule is unlike any other canned knowledge I've seen before. It was glowing bright red. The capsule is clearly visible in the picture I took.
Thanks for the info, Dory.
Please, it's my pleasure. It's all thanks to discerning customers such as yourselves that my efforts yesterday were not in vain. Please, don't hesitate to contact me if you ever need anything else in the future.
Ja, Hauptsache
Mora for
Mora.
Dory opens doors.
Hauptsache Mora.
Well, we figured out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is. It turns out it ended up in the hands of Ain el-Ahmar. Let's head back and talk to all...
Mist, jetzt habe ich es wieder übersch... Ich gucke immer zu früh nach, wenn Paimon noch nicht fertig ist mit Sprechen. Das ist immer blöd. So, können wir es angucken? Nee, können wir nicht. Ich hatte gehofft, wir können es angucken. Aber das ist wohl nicht der Fall.
Really? All right. Let's hear it.
Es sind die Ain al-Ahmar. Nee, al-Ahmar.
Dory even gave us evidence to verify the intel. Have a look.
Huh, look at that. Clear as day. It must have taken some guts just to infiltrate the scene of the Eremites' transaction. But then to get close enough to take a picture like this. Bold move, Dory. All right. The person in this picture is indeed Misery, the leader of Ain el-Ahmar. And the glowing red capsule he's holding appears to be the Divine Knowledge Capsule. In which case, if we play our cards right, when we confront them next week, we should be able to force them to show their hand.
Prügel!
At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoking these Ain el-Ahmar guys. But now, it sort of makes sense. Everything's playing right into your hand. After we defeat them, we can finally have a serious talk with their boss and get them to lend us the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again on the afternoon of the arranged date, 3 o'clock sharp.
Gut, abgemacht.
See you then.
Sure is taking his time. Where could he be? Oh, there he is.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head to the pier in front of Pharos Lighthouse.
Yep, let's go.
Oha, 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 was kommt jetzt? Prügel, Prügel, Prügel? Vermutlich, oder? So, wo? Ach, jetzt müssen wir... Ah, über die Brücke. Möp, möp. Das ist ja mal spannend. Statt dass die hier einfach eine Treppe machen oder so. Oh, nö. Einfach rüber? Ach, da. Ich wollte gerade sagen, irgendwo muss doch der Weg weitergehen. Nerd, nerd. Oh, müssen wir nach oben? Nee, oder? Ich hoffe, das passt so. Okay, wir müssen weiter runter. Passt. Passt. Okay, alles gut hier.
I'll hate them. I knew you were crazy, but I didn't know you were crazy enough to actually show up.
Surprise!
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. I was more worried that you might go back on your promise. But to your credit, it appears that you're sticking to your word. This is turning into quite an occasion. I also brought some backup. I assume you don't mind.
Backup? Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? You've come to support this lunatic because he helped you out? Fine. Your funeral. I'm not going to mince my words. Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boys!
Ach! Ihr könnt mir gar nichts. Glaube ich.
Here they come. Good luck, you two.
Ja, das war mir klar. Das war mir klar, Paimon.
No, my sword! Witness the power.
Oz, reveal thyself. Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Plumps.
Academia scum! Boss! Finally! Did you use it? Great! Now we can... Boss? What's wrong?
What happened to him?
We have to cut his Akasha connection, now.
Target acquired. Arrest him! Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Alhaitham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away!
World, forget me.
What in Tibet just happened? It's like that big guy suddenly lost his mind.
Klarer Fall von Brainhack, würde ich mal sagen.
It looks like he used the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Ja, war wahrscheinlich irgendwie eine Art Virus.
You mean the Divine Knowledge Capsule did that to him?
Boah, seems so. Das war cool gerade, oder? Da wir gerade davon sprechen, vorhin sagt er Hypatia.
Oh, yeah. You mean how some researchers go insane after getting knowledge from Irminsul?
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada life going insane. The state that man is now in suggests that this is a similar situation. This divine knowledge capsule does appear to be linked to the gods, but beyond that, it doesn't seem anything like the rumors suggest. Possessing it doesn't grant you divine wisdom or power. Did you hear what he said? World, forget me. What could that possibly mean?
Vielleicht ist sein Hirn überschrieben worden mit dem Wissen. Was er sagt, ist genau das Gleiche, was ich damals bei Irminsul gehört habe.
If the mantra took him away, then that means the Academia got the divine knowledge capsule back too. What a shame. We were so close. Still, Paimon didn't expect the divine knowledge capsule would be so dangerous. Imagine if we tried to open it.
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormos. I believe our collaboration has also reached its end.
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the divine knowledge capsule that Paimon forgot to ask you something. Since you're a member of the Academia, do you have any idea how we could go about meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali appears to exist outside of Sumeru's entire administration. Most of the time, you wouldn't know she exists at all. Moreover, since the Academia possesses the Akasha, a symbol of our deity's wisdom, scholars have no reason to desire to make contact with the deity herself anyway.
Everything about Lesser Lord Kusanali is such a mystery.
Ja.
I'm heading back to the Academia. How about you two?
Tja, nicht?
It's almost the day of the Sub-Zero's festival. Maybe we should head back too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good.
Da hast du wohl recht.
Then we'll part ways here, Al-Haytham, until we meet again.
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?
Auftrag abgeschlossen, okay. Aha. Das kommende Sub-Zeros-Fest. Okay, das ist doch eigentlich ein schöner Abschluss erstmal. Schließt durch dichten Rauch und dunklen Wald ab. Einsammeln, okay. Und das ist jetzt quasi schon der nächste Archontenauftrag. Des Morgens 1000 Rosen erwachen. Okay.
Founded paradise for us.
Dann hätten wir jetzt erstmal Schnitzen der Kindlichkeit oder die vermissten Schätze. 5 Tage noch. Ja, ist für euch vielleicht aber gar nicht so spannend, oder? Ich würde wirklich eher hierzu tendieren, weil das haben wir jetzt angefangen. Und es ist schon ein bisschen mehr wert als den Rest, den wir dann noch in dem Shop kriegen können. Also die Begegnung im Wald nicht. Die verschmähte Holzfigur, genau. Da haben wir ja vorhin schon aus Versehen mit angefangen. So, und wir müssen jetzt nach Gandhara. Da können wir sogar hin teleportieren. Sehr nice. Das machen wir auch. Und schauen mal, dass wir noch Collie ins Team kriegen. Oh, dich nehmen wir gleich mit. Und da sollen wir diesen Geschichtenerzähler suchen. Oh, guck mal. Moment. Ah, das ist immer das Fiese bei neuen Gebieten. Alles lenkt einen ab. Alles. Das hatte ich schon aktiviert, was? Ja, hier war eine Schatztruhe. Und was macht ihr hier? Peng. Oh. Was ist jetzt?
Tandra's supposed to be here in Gandharvaville looking for inspiration.
Na toll.
How do we find him?
Ja, Paimon, das ist jetzt gerade absolut wichtig, das sich zu fragen, während wir von Hirlichulen angegriffen werden.
Should we yell his name at the top of our lungs?
Das wäre vielleicht keine so gute Idee. Ich sagte Hirlichule. Vielleicht können wir so einen Waldhüter anlocken.
Hey, buddy. What's your name? What are you doing here all alone? Do you live in Gandharvaville? Regardless, don't worry. As a trainee forest ranger, I'll do everything I can to help you.
Hi, Miss Forest Ranger. I'm Rozzy. Don't mind me. I know the way back to Gandharvaville.
When people say, don't mind me, what they really mean is don't worry about me. That's all the more reason not to leave you alone.
Oh je, was ist los?
Hey, don't cry. What's wrong? Take your time. You can tell me all about it.
Huh. That voice sounds familiar. Paimon's heard it somewhere before.
Das ist doch Collie.
Oh, it's Collie! And a child who seems to be upset. Oh, let's go say hi.
Let's go say hi. Sagen wir hi. Ich wollte aber gegen die Hirlichule.
Hi, Collie. How have you been?
Paimon and Traveler. I've been doing pretty well. Thanks for asking. I'm helping Master Tainari patrol the forest. What brings you here?
We're here on an errand. We heard your voice, so we thought we'd come ask you for help. You seem kinda busy, though.
I'll be fine. You go help them first, Miss Forest Ranger. I'm okay, really. The sand got into my eyes, that's all.
What a well-mannered child.
Wir lassen ihn nicht im Stich.
Sand? There is not a lot of sand in a forest. You keep saying you're okay
Ja, dann halt
because
Staub.
you don't want us to know what you're upset about, right?
Maybe.
That's exactly why you have to get it off your chest. Here's a trick. If you're keeping a secret that bothers you, you can try telling it all to a tree hollow.
A tree hollow?
Oh, ich kenne das mit Sorgenpüppchen. Kennt ihr Sorgenpüppchen? Da sprichst du mit dem Sorgenpüppchen abends vorm Zubettgehen. Und dann tust du das Sorgenpüppchen in sein Beutelchen und dann sind die Sorgen weg.
Yeah, a tree hollow. Do you know Tanja's stories? The Aranar living in the forest will patiently listen to every word children say.
Ooh.
Maybe there really are Aranar living in the tree hollows that will listen to you.
You like the R&R stories too?
Of course. I love them.
Oh, people who like R&R are the best. Okay, I'll try telling my secrets to a tree hollow. Thanks, Miss Forest Ranger. You know everything.
Aw, you're just exaggerating. Anyway, I'm trying to be like my friend, who always does her best to cheer people up when they seem sad. So, how are you doing? Feeling any better now?
Sure.
Wow, Collie's so good with kids.
Was für eine zuverlässige Waldhüterin.
Well, helping children who are lost in the rainforest is all part of a forest ranger's duty.
Super.
So, what was it you wanted help with? You're not lost too, are you?
Wir wollten sogar in die Tiefen des Waldes gehen.
Okay, so you're looking for a children's author from Port Olmos called Tanja. And he's here in Gandharvaville, looking for inspiration.
Ich will noch mal darauf hinweisen, dass die ganze Zeit ein Haufen Hirlichule darauf wartet, uns zu verhauen.
Wait, when you say Tanja, do you mean the Tanja?
That's right, Uncle Tanja.
So he's in the area, looking for inspiration for a new story as we speak? This is amazing. Could you wait for me for a second? I'll run Rozzy back to Gandharvaville and then I'll be right back.
Oh, da haben wir einen
I've always been
Fan.
curious what the man behind those incredible stories is like in person.
Da haben wir einen Fan. Vielleicht ist er ja ein häufig eingesperrter Ritter. Vielleicht ist er ein junger Herr einer großen Händlergilde. Vielleicht ist er ein Untergebener der Niederen Herrin Kusanali. Ja, vielleicht.
Tanja's just a normal guy.
Oh,
Even so, he must be more creative than most people. Wait, hold on. Rossi, do you mean you've met Tanja before?
Mm-hmm. He's my dad.
Ach Gott.
Your dad?
Surprise,
Tanja's your dad?
surprise.
As in you're Tanja's son?
Uh-huh.
Ah, Paimonsees. That guy at Akara Crafts told us that Tanja brought his son along with him. So he meant Razi. Why are you here on your own, though? Did you and Tanja get separated?
We had an argument. I was upset, so I ran off here by myself.
Oh, in that case, we should take you back to Gandharville first. Then we'll look for your dad and tell him where you are.
No, I'm good. Thanks for your advice, Kale. I'm not so upset anymore. Come with me. I'll take you to him.
Yay! Thanks, Razi.
Und das ging ja einfach.
I thought we'd be spending the whole day looking for him.
Hey ja.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe I'm actually gonna meet the Tanja.
Hi, hi, Fangirl.
Oh.
Tada, wie? Jetzt schon? Ach, das ging ja flott.
So Tanja headed this way. I know this place pretty well. Follow me.
Ich will jetzt erstmal die Höhlchole fahren. Mensch. Hey! Aua.
One with my blade.
Let me weave you a verse.
Cry out my illustrious name.
Die haben tatsächlich brav gewartet. So, Folge Rasi. Wohin? Wo? Oh! Wo? Ach, da.
Cry out my
Gleich mal mitnehmen.
illustrious name.
Das ist aber weit. Kann man nicht einfach hin teleportieren? Oder? Scheint so. Okay. Müssen wir da irgendwie hochklettern? Einfach so mitten im Nirgendwo.
Razi!
Ah,
Where are you, Razi?
gefunden.
Oh, Razi! Thank goodness I finally found you. What would I do without you, my son? Were you in danger? Did the wild beasts scare you? Did the stars guide your way?
Der hat ja jetzt schon Fantasie, wie sonst was.
I'm okay. All thanks to their help.
Thank you. Thank you all. I dare say that even the most cold-hearted Spino crocodile would be moved to tears by your kindness.
Jetzt übertreib mal nicht, Junge.
Oh, it's nothing. It's all part of my responsibility as a trainee forest ranger. I'm the one who should thank you for creating so many wonderful stories for the children of Sumeru. I love them too.
Really? I didn't know anyone read my stories apart from young children. That must mean you're still in touch with your inner child.
Bestimmt. Ganz bestimmt.
Okay, then. I have the inspiration for my next story. It shall be about an Aranara granny who's a child at heart.
Okay.
It's an honor to become the source of your inspiration.
Whoa. Kale looks like she's about to pass out. Hey, Kale. Are you okay?
I'm okay. Sorry. I just got a little too excited.
Are you two story lovers as well? Yes. The moment I saw you, the image of an aura giant and an aura finch traveling together popped into my mind.
Wir sind der Ara-Riese und der Ara-Fink.
Ah, excellent! Improvisation! Yes, mount your trusty steed of imagination and canter through the lush meadows of lyrical expression. You have the potential to become a celebrated storyteller too, you know.
Junge, wie hast du es geschafft, dich fortzupflanzen? Du gehst mir jetzt schon tierisch auf den Keks.
Seems like Tanja has a slightly exaggerated view of what it means to be a children's author. Also, Paimon's not a finch. That's nothing to get excited about.
Lassen wir die Scherze erstmal beiseite und kommen zur Sache.
Akara Crafts. Akara Crafts. Oh, right. I remember now. That small boat once sailed into the sea of my memory, but before long it floated away over the horizon, never to be seen again. Perhaps
Tragisch.
for the best. After all, a wild tempest was a-raging in Tangier Harbor.
What?
Ja.
Paimon has no idea what he's saying.
Ich hab's auch nicht verstanden.
What should we do? Do you think we should take a look at him?
Dad's saying he forgot about helping the people at Akara Crafts learn more about Aranara because right now he has something more important to do.
Ey, wenn du schon deinen Sohn brauchst, um dich übersetzen zu lassen, hast du ein ernsthaftes Problem. Aber gut, wir haben Fischl bei uns. Was erzähle ich?
Oh, that's what he meant. Well, there it is. All the proof you needed that this kid is definitely Tanger's son. Wait, no, this isn't the time for all that. Tanger, your help is pretty vital to the toy makers. You gotta do something.
But the garden that blooms before my eyes is of greater importance. For therein lies the beautiful Padisara that all the children of Sumeru dream of. I, Tanger, have found evidence of Aranara activity right here in the Avidia forest. Conclusively proving that Aranara not only exists in stories, but in real life too.
Naja, wir hatten ja so ein kleines Tierchen ganz am Anfang gesehen, ne?
I managed to document the first real-life Aranara sighting. The petty problems that perplex Akara Crafts will be untangled in no time. Meanwhile, I may well be able to leverage this to assume leadership of the Academia. Then all across Sumeru will know of the great Tanger living in humble Port Ormos.
I haven't written any papers myself, but I think you need to have a bunch of them approved by the review board before entering the Academia. You also need a detailed and objective experiment record. Anyway, Tanja, what did you mean by evidence of R&R activity?
The hook's what's important in a story. The great storyteller Tanger never gives his audience the bait right away. Come with me.
Wait, not that way.
Oh je.
Hi, what's wrong?
Nothing, but that way leads us deeper into the Avidia forest. I'm just concerned for Tanja's safety. And I think I'm starting to understand why Razi and Tanja were fighting.
Vielleicht gibt es noch andere Gründe. Geht dich ja im Grunde auch nichts an, oder? So, wir haben jetzt Collie hier im Team quasi. Ja, Tatsache. Können schon mal ein bisschen hier reinballern. So. Können wir sie hochstufen? Oder brauchen wir was? Wir brauchen natürlich jetzt Dendrosplitter. Siehst du, bei den anderen Figuren seht ihr, da konnte ich schon immer gleich hochstufen und dann hatte ich zumindest schon mal hier einen Wunsch, ein Schicksal. Das wollte ich jetzt eigentlich schnell freischalten, aber gut, wenn ich keine Splitter habe mit Dendro-Element, dann ist halt doof.
Just as I expected, the promise of one of my stories has kept you hot on my heels.
But
naja.
This is just an ordinary tree hollow. Paimon's not seeing any evidence of Aranara.
You can deceive the eyes, but you can't deceive the heart. Look with your heart and you too will understand.
Paimon's not sure what look with your heart means, but Anyway, let's start by investigating the area around this tree hollow.
Okay. Suche nach den Spuren der Aranara. So, verschmähte Holzfigur. Da gibt es auch noch Urgestein und so für. Okay. Und eine Kamera?
I take my meals cold to cold.
Exquisiter Fotoapparat, als wenn ich nicht schon tausende Fotoapparate hätte.
And calm my vital energies. Jinshin infused water with ice is the most effective.
Hey, look! There's a note here! Could this be the evidence that Tanja was talking about?
Vielleicht.
The handwriting's so hard to read. It's too hard. I can't remember the names of all these mushrooms. Do Aranara need to learn about mushroom classification?
Ich dachte, das wären Selbstpilzwesen.
Here's another note that says, "This tree hollow is my castle." That sounds more like something an Aranara from the stories would say.
Wahrscheinlich irgendwo ein Buch einfach von ihm verteilt, irgendwelche Kinder.
There's another one here. If only I were a clever Aranara. A clever Aranara. Is the emphasis on clever or Aranara?
Mora!
How does it feel to bear witness to a groundbreaking discovery? Exciting, isn't it?
Wo sind die epochalen Entdeckungen?
The crude handwriting may look like a child's, but don't forget, we're in the middle of a rainforest. I doubt that a child would be able to reach this deep into the forest, and I doubt even more that they would think of this lowly tree hollow as some sort of impenetrable castle.
Nein, vollkommen unmöglich.
I boldly hypothesize that this tree hollow is in fact the Aranara's academia. The notes we saw were written by the Aranara themselves. There is no doubt in my mind about that.
Garantiert.
An Aranara that wasn't so bright left a note here wishing to become a clever Aranara. Oh, I shall craft a new story for them and call it The Aranara in the Tree Hollow. How's that? Don't the very words just conjure up images of Aranara in your mind's eye?
Nein, eigentlich nicht.
No.
Überhaupt nicht.
Well, many an adventurer knows how to take to the skies with their easily visible wind gliders, yet they do not possess the invisible wings of imagination. How about you, Miss Forest Ranger? Do you soar into the atmosphere on the wings of imagination?
Huh? Me? I don't know. Maybe I do, but maybe not. Anyway, it has nothing to do with me, so...
Geht's dir gut?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just that witnessing Tanja's creative process is a little...
Overwhelming.
Naja.
Oh,
ja,
yes.
Beeindruckend.
Yes, overwhelming.
Sehr beeindruckend.
For now, I've decided to stay here with Razi until we witness the legendary moment when the Aranara appear in this hollow. Don't worry, I won't let the Akara Crafts toymakers down. When a real Aranara appears, their little troubles will be resolved in an instant.
He seems pretty stubborn. Looks like we'll have to stay here and wait a little longer.
No, I think we should return to our camp first. Tanja, in Aranara and the Three Little Fungus, it says that Aranara are very sensitive creatures. I don't think they'll show up if we stay here.
Oh? Was that in the story? Yes, I remember now. Miss Forest Ranger, you sure know your stuff. In that case, let's go back to camp and call it a day. We'll continue our search for evidence first thing in the morning.
0 bis 4 Uhr am nächsten Tag. Ach du meine Güte. Nein, falsch. Nerd, nerd.
Traveler, wake up!
Ah, was denn? Was? Wer? Was ist los?
It's not the Aranara. It's Kale. She's gone.
Ui.
Oh, Paimon's been worried about Kale since last night. Even though she kept telling us she was okay after we saw the evidence of Aranara activity, she's been acting kind of strange.
Vielleicht hat Herr Tenga ihr Angst gemacht?
Anyway, let's go find her. Hey, look! Aren't these Kale's footprints? But why are they headed towards the tree hollow? So Kale came back here alone. Is she waiting for the Aranara to show up?
And I thought this was a place nobody knew about. I never thought Tanja would find it, or that I would run into the Traveler and Paimon.
Oh.
If I'd known, I would have just told the tree hollow instead of writing it down. There must be another way to practice my handwriting. Now I've created a whole new problem for myself. What do I do now? Dress up as an Aranara?
Das Zeug wegräumen und die Leute machen lassen. Die werden schon merken, dass nichts kommt.
Oh, no, that won't work. I should be writing something that an Aranara would never say, so that Tanja won't mistake me for one of them. But what should I write? What should I write? Oh, I've got it. There's no way Tanja could see this as the work of an Aranara.
So the evidence of Aranara activity we saw during the day was actually evidence of Kale's activity. But why didn't she just tell Tanja?
Es ist ihr Geheimnis.
Oh, right. Kale told Razi that he could tell any secret to a tree hollow. Must be because that's what she does. And now she even writes it down.
Collie hat Collies Gründe.
Yeah, you're right. We'll keep her secret for her. Oh, looks like she's almost done writing. Let's head back.
Oh je. Was hat sie aufgeschrieben?
Aha! There's a new note just as I expected. Yes! It's the same handwriting, which means it must have been written by the same Aranara. Let's see what it says.
Ooh, what could it be?
Ich bin echt neugierig, ja?
I want to visit Mondstadt during the Ludi Harpastum again? No, that's impossible. This must be some kind of mistake. How could an Aranara go to Mondstadt for the Ludi Harpastum? Even I would never write that into a fairy tale.
Und schon ist die Inspiration da.
So, in other words, the notes can't have been left by an Aranara.
Yeah. If you ask me, they were probably left by a passing merchant from Mondstadt or something. Definitely not an Aranara.
No, I refuse to believe it.
Hey, oh. Lass uns Akara-Skulpturen retten.
I can't.
Doch, kannst du. Ich klemm dich unter den Arm und zack.
What do you mean you can't? It's not like it'll take you a huge amount of effort.
You've written so many stories beloved by the children. I'm sure you can help create carvings that are just as successful.
Ich glaube auch an Herrn Tanger.
No! I can't do it.
Erschreck mich doch nicht
If I
so.
could find an Aranara, I'd be able to help Akara Crafts, but it was someone from Mondstadt all along.
But you've managed to write all those stories without ever having seen a real Aranara, right? What makes this so different?
Razi, you tell them.
Really? Can I?
Yes, it's fine. Tell them. I know this is the moment you've been waiting for.
Herr Kleen hat's geschrieben.
Okay. Kale, Traveler, Paimon, do you remember when I said that there was a secret I didn't want to tell anyone?
Ich erinnere mich.
I didn't want to tell anyone the secret, but it made me feel very sad and also turned Dad into a completely different person. So, I think I should tell you. Dad isn't the one who came up with all those Aranara stories.
Okay.
What? Hold on. So if Uncle Tanja wasn't the author, then who was it?
It was me. Dad's been telling stories in Port Ormos for as long as I can remember. I always got to listen to all his new stories. Every night, Dad would give me a Zaytun peach for dinner, and I'd eat it while he told his stories. The Zaytun peaches were delicious, but Dad's stories were really bad. He always uses sentences that are really hard to understand and strange, Metaphors, I think they're called.
Ist natürlich wundervoll, wenn dein kleiner Sohn dir erzählt, dass du ein mieser Geschichtenerzähler bist und selber anscheinend bessere Geschichten produzieren kann. Autsch, das tut weh.
But Dad kept on going, telling his stories again and again. One time, he even borrowed a camera from Lord Sangema Bey's shop and got me to take pictures of him in action.
Eitel ist er auch noch, okay.
Dad showed me the picture and said that it shall become the precious record of Sumeru's best storyteller early in his career. Even though I only had Zaytun peaches to eat and not so great stories to listen to, I was happy. And one day, I tried telling Dad a story I came up with. Dad seemed really excited from the very beginning. He looked really happy. He lifted me up high into the air and told me to continue. He lifted me up so high that I was looking down at him. As I continued with my story, I saw his expression gradually change. And when I got to my favorite part, Dad started crying. I guess he must have been moved by my story. When Dad put me back down, I looked up at him again, but now he had a scary look in his eyes.
You remember it so vividly.
It's not only Razi. I, too, remember every detail of what happened that day. After that, I gradually grew in fame and started making money. I became Sumeru's best storyteller, just as I always dreamed. Finally, we could afford more than just Zaytun peaches for dinner. I thought it would make Razi happy.
I was really happy at first, but then everyone started calling me Tanja's son instead of Razi. I kind of guessed why, but I also didn't want to believe it. Dad got busier with things that had nothing to do with storytelling, like that request from Akara Crafts. So I made up my mind that this time, I just want to be good old Razi so that Dad will become good old Dad again. Instead of Dad the way he is now, starting every story with, dedicated to my dearest Razi. I prefer my dad how he used to be, stumbling over words and not knowing how to end the story. That's why I decided to keep how I imagine Aranara to look like a secret.
Wait, Paimon gets it now.
Mhm.
To sum up, all of Uncle Tanja's fairy tales were actually stories written by Razi.
Wow, Paimon, du Blitzmerker.
And because Razi didn't want Tanja to keep living a lie, he refused to help him with the Akara Crafts commission.
Yes. That's why I tried looking for possible evidence of Aranara. But it turned out that I was just being a clown, as always. I'm a terrible father. I'm sorry, Razi. I'm so sorry. And I owe you all an apology, too, for wasting your time. Razi's the only one who can help Akara Crafts. If you can manage to persuade him, that is. Right now, I think I just want to find a tree hollow and...
Are we gonna let this happen?
Lass Razi selbst entscheiden.
You want me to help Akara Crafts with their carving? Well, I did mention what the Aranara look like in my stories, but to make a carving, we might need more details. Kale, Traveler, and Paimon, I might need your help on this one. I've never really left Port Ormos before. This is my first time in Gandharvaville. Well, it's my first time being so far from home. Sumeru is so much bigger than I thought. Seeing new places has given me loads of new ideas for my Aranara stories. So I want to visit more places in Sumeru. That way, I can help Akara Crafts create an Aranara carving that everyone will love. And I also want to take pictures of Dad everywhere that we travel to.
You still want me to come with you? Even after all I've done?
Yeah, of course. Come on, you're the best dad ever.
This is the happiest Arazi has sounded since we met him.
I want to thank you, Kale.
Huh? Me? I didn't do anything to help.
Nein.
You told me about telling my secrets to a tree hollow. Even though I didn't have the time to find a tree hollow, telling everyone my secret made me feel so much better.
Yeah. It's hard to keep too many secrets. And there's no need to hide our mistakes from others all the time. I made a lot of mistakes back in Mondstadt. But when I look back on them, it all feels more like a new beginning. I'm sure this experience will be the same for Tanja.
Yes. I'll do my best to become a good father again. Wait. Did you just say you've been to Mondstadt?
Oopsie.
I just passed by once. Never mind that.
Oopsie.
Let's go, Razi. Grab that camera and see what hidden inspiration you can discover along the way.
Ach Gott. Wieder so eine Fotoquest.
Okay, let's go. Come on, Dad.
Razi, slow down and watch your step.
Alle strotzen nur so voll Kraft. Deswegen Fotoapparat. Bei der Erkundung von Sumeru sind viele neue faszinierende Arten zu finden, die man mit dem exquisiten Fotoapparat aufnehmen kann. Der Fotoapparat zeigt Informationen über wichtige Arten an, wenn man sie im Visier hat. Passt die Brennweite und den Fokus des Fotoapparats an, um ein Bild des Ziels besser einfangen zu können. Dieser Fotoapparat funktioniert nur in Sumeru.
The 20th anniversary of Akara Crafts is coming up. Paimon wonders what the children thought of the Aranara carvings we helped create. Let's go check it out.
Aha. Wir haben jetzt einfach die Kamera bekommen. Ist jetzt prinzipiell... Prinzipiell müssen wir sie jetzt nicht unbedingt verwenden. Das ist jetzt also nicht für die Quest. Verstehe ich das richtig? Oder? Doch. Die Streif akribische Holzschnitzerei. Holzmetamorphose. Aktionshändler. Oh. Ach du Schande. Ah ja, okay, wir sollten das hier machen. Da hängt noch einiges hinter. Okay, dann machen wir uns doch auf. Das Traumland ruft. Na dann, gute Nacht, Tron. Schlaf gut. Bis zum nächsten Mal.
I got the same one again. When will I get the chubby, squishy one? I guess I'll just have to save up my allowance and get them all.
Huh? I thought you came here every day. Have you still not collected them all yet? You should have gotten them as a set. That way, you get 7 different designs at once.
But then there's no surprise.
Surprises are boring. I want to have every design there is. That's what you do when you really love something. I finally saved up enough to buy the set today.
Oh, I'm very sorry, but the one Cassid bought was our very last carving. We're out of stock today.
Eieiei, die kommen ja gut an.
But we're working on expanding our team, so please check back tomorrow.
Fine, I'll come back tomorrow. Just so you know, R&R more than just stock.
Böse, böse. Das ist doch keine Ware. Das sind Lebewesen.
All right. I'm sorry.
Sorry, buddy. Our Aranara carvings have sold out for today.
Sold out? Oh no. I was gonna buy one for my cousin who's visiting tomorrow.
Hey, how about this? You live near Bronte's house, right? We'll deliver the new carvings to you first thing tomorrow.
Wow! Thanks, Mr. Fies. Don't forget, okay?
I promise. Akara Crafts would never let down a child.
Na, läuft.
Ah, more customers. Sorry, our Aranara carvings have... Oh, hey, it's you guys. Thank you so much for your help. We've been planning on visiting you to express our gratitude, but as you can see, our store's been really busy. If it weren't for you, the store's anniversary might have been a different story.
Sieht aus, als läuft das Geschäft sehr gut.
It's all thanks to Razi. He has so much creativity at such a young age. Oh, and we would like you to have the prototype Aranara as a small token of appreciation.
Danke?
Whoa, wait. This looks kinda...
Beeindruckend.
Right! Mind-blowing! It has a very, mysterious feel.
We appreciate your thought, but please give us some time to decide if we want to keep it.
The Aranara father owned up to his mistake and was forgiven by his Aranara son. I think everyone will like how the story goes. But the reason the father owned up to his mistake was too simple.
Perhaps we could make them go through some kind of hardship together. I'm sure they'll become more understanding of each other that way.
When the Aranara father starts feeling guilty, should he speak more slowly or more quickly?
That depends on the Aranara son. It would be interesting to hear them speak at different paces.
Weil man das in so einer Geschichte... Ja gut, sie erzählen sie wahrscheinlich, oder? Nee. Haben sie doch in ein Buch verfasst.
Hey, Tanja and Razi, what you up to?
Dad and I are just discussing our latest story. I'll be the one telling the story this time. But I'm a little nervous about telling a story in front of so many people. That's why I'm asking Dad for advice.
Okay, also doch, sie sind eher Geschichtenerzähler, also keine Bücher. Und dann können sie natürlich auch die Geschwindigkeit variieren.
Oh, Sumeru's gonna have a new young storyteller.
If it weren't for you, Razi would surely have left me for good.
I'm so glad everything worked out. But there's still something that doesn't quite add up.
Oh, what is it? Do you need help investigating something?
Why would a monster leave a note in a tree hollow deep in the Avidia forest?
Oh, das ist doch gemein, Paimon, du weißt es genau.
I thought we moved on from this topic. It was just a coincidence. A lot of people write down their secrets and hide them in tree hollows. It's not a big deal at all.
Collie ist plötzlich ganz aufgeregt.
Okay. I have my secrets and troubles too. And I tell them the tree hollows. But seeing Razi and Tanja has given me an idea. Traveler, could you be my tree hollow?
Was ist das? Eine komische Frage. In Ordnung? Schnelle Entwürfe erhältst du durch die Herausforderung Safari der Lebendigkeit. Gibt schnelle Entwürfe und Materialien bei dem Handwerker von Akara-Skulpturen ab, um Holzfigurenteile zu erhalten. Auf dem Waldlandstand können gleichzeitig mehrere Aranara-Holzfiguren ausgestellt werden. Interagiere mit dem Stand, um freigeschaltete Holzfiguren-Rümpfe zu platzieren und dann andere Komponenten auf diese Rümpfe zu montieren. Die Anzahl der Holzfiguren, die ausgestellt werden können, ist begrenzt und wird im Laufe der Aktion erhöht. Zu Holzfigurenteilen gehören Rumpf, Kopf, Hut, Umhang und Augen. Du musst zuerst einen Rumpf setzen, bevor ein Kopf gesetzt werden kann. Und erst nachdem der Kopf gesetzt wird, kannst du Hut, Umhang und Augen setzen. Wenn du gleichzeitig mehrere vollständige Aranara-Holzfiguren fertig gebaut hast, kannst du entsprechende Belohnungen erhalten. Während der Aktion und nach deren Ende kannst du sogar den erhaltenen Waldlandstand und die Holzfigurenteile in deine Kanne der Vergänglichkeit bringen und dort weiter Aranara-Holzfiguren herstellen. So. Hab ich welche? Nee. Okay. Und jetzt?
Please let me know if you decide you want to keep the prototype Aranara, and we'll go get it from the warehouse at once.
Ich möchte andere Holzfiguren sehen. So, da brauche ich jetzt aber die... Genau. Eieieiei. Okay, hier kann man einiges zusammenkriegen. Ein bisschen Zeit haben wir doch. Legendenauftrag. Ah, wir haben noch den von Taignari. Ach du meine Güte, wann soll ich denn das alles fertig machen? Und noch das Abserus-Fest. Aber das von Taignari ist unbegrenzt, hoffe ich doch mal. Ja. Die Kamera, ein Fotoapparat. Ah, zeitlich begrenzt. Okay, ja gut, den brauchen wir dann für die Quests. So. Holzmetamorphose. Baue eine ganze Anara-Holzfigur. Okay, da geht es ums Bauen der Figuren. Das heißt, wir müssen jetzt erstmal Holzfiguren kriegen. So, durch Streifen des Dschungels. Aha. Lebensformen des Waldes. Fotografiere 2 nur in Sumeru vorkommende Tiere. 3 oder 4. Okay, wir sollen Tiere fotografieren. Ja. Fotografiere 3 im aktivierten Modus befindliche Tri-Lakshana-Kreaturen. Ich weiß nicht mal, was das ist, aber gut. Fotografiere Jajak-Packtiere bei der Nahrungsaufnahme, beim Ruhen und beim Angreifen. Fotografiere Stachelkrokodile. Ach Gott, die habe ich ja schon alle schon mal gesehen. Bedeutungsschwere Märchen stammen nur selten rein Vorstellungen. Abendberaubende Abenteuergeschichten werden oft durch denkwürdige Erlebnisse inspiriert. Warum also nicht einen Ausflug in den großen Wald machen? Denn dort wartet bestimmt etwas, was du nie vergessen wirst. Erkunde Sumeru und schließe entsprechende Weltaufträge ab, um Herausforderungen freizuschalten. Zerstöre ein Positivblau. Ach Gott, okay. Das hätte ich vielleicht alles früher machen sollen. Weil hier ist ja echt, erhalte 1000 Punkte bei der Herausforderung Überqueren der zerbrochenen Brücke. Ach du meine Güte. Ach du meine Güte. So viel zu tun. Schließt die wundervollen Pilze von Teyvat 1 ab. What? What? Akribische Holzschnitzerei habe ich abgeschlossen. Okay. Also muss ich jetzt hier einfach zur Herausforderung. Mara. Hier ist auch eins. Drachenruhwald. Durchquere die Berge und Ebenen Sumerus, überwinde Gefahren, suche Inspiration. Es gibt ein Märchen, das so geht. Tief im Wald, in Ruinen überstattet, von tausenden Bäumen schliefen Bestien genannt Drachen. Okay, das ist direkt hier beim Teleport. Da gehen wir einfach hin. Ei.
I ride on wind and cloud alike.
So, kühler Kopf in Angesicht der Gefahr. Wenn die aktuelle Figur die Reaktion wie Urwuchs, Supravuchs, Rankenwuchs, Sprießen, Supera, Spross, Flammenspross oder in Flammen in der Herausforderung kühler Kopf im Angesicht der Gefahr auslöst, wird an der Stelle, an der die Reaktion ausgelöst wurde, eine Druckwelle erzeugt. Die Druckwelle verursacht tatsächlich Schaden. Okay. Ich muss jetzt den hier... Okay, anscheinend muss ich den hier angreifen. Ein Ruinendrache.
Swift and merciful, from whence you came.
By royal decree.
Ja, jetzt müsste ich natürlich diese Dendro-Element-Reaktion auslösen, was ich nicht kann, weil ich keine entsprechenden Characters habe, aber ist, glaube ich, egal. Wir kriegen es auch so hin.
Submit for judgment.
Okay, abgeschlossen. Was kriege ich jetzt dafür? So, durch Streifen des Dschungels. Schließt Drachenruhwald ab. Die 1. Okay. Wo ist 2? Direkt da vorne. Okay. Den Helichol muss ich eigentlich nicht, aber...
Ring cutter. Oz, reveal thyself. Nice and spicy.
Swift and merciful. Spirit blade. Attack!
Ein Dendroculus ist hier auch in der Nähe. Okay. Oh, hallo, wo kommst du denn her?
As you wish, mein Fräulein. Forth, my blade.
Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse.
You're toast!
From whence you came.
So, was habe ich jetzt aktiviert? Dadurch, dass ich das hier aktiviert habe? Gar nicht. So, ich soll diese Fotos machen. Muss ich jetzt zum Beispiel hier den Pilz irgendwie verbrennen dafür? Und das dann abfotografieren? Ups. Das war die Kamera. So. Das ist ja wirklich einfach durchkämpfen. Jetzt habe ich die 3 abgeschlossen. Ach, die 2... Nee. Die 3 muss als nächstes. Na gut. So, ich guck mal.
If there's nothing better to do,
Ah ja,
we could go forage
Verdorrter
for
Modus.
ingredients.
Fotografieren. Fotografiert. Okay. Und jetzt... Nee.
No, my sword.
Nee. Dendro brauche ich wahrscheinlich.
This world is full.
So. Das zählt auch. Fotografieren. Zack. Und jetzt wahrscheinlich nochmal energetisieren. Zack. Das zählt auch. Okay.
I'll bring my seasoning.
Gibt uns aber nichts. Feißversuche. Wenn du eine Sphären-Feiß-Tinktur trinkst, wird dein Geist so scharf, dass du die fantastische Szene beobachten kannst, in der die Zeit inmitten des Kampfes fast stehen bleibt. Was zur Hölle? Was ist das denn schon wieder? Wenn man eine Feiß-Tinktur kann, tragen wir die Gedanken schneller. Okay, das sind noch 12 Tage. Das können wir vielleicht nächstes Mal machen.
I created an...
So, jetzt müssen wir hier hin. Die Richtung. Ach, wir müssen nach oben. Wir machen das einfach mal durch, was hier in der Nähe ist. Und dann würde ich sagen, gehen wir noch mal ein bisschen auf Schatzsuche. Oh, guck mal, da müssen wir. Da haben wir auch noch was zum Fotografieren. Beim Schlafen. Ruhend. Ach, nee, der kullert nur rum. Gleich ruhen sie nicht mehr.
Rain outlines your fate.
Zu früh drauf geballert.
Out of the frying pan, by royal decree.
Spirit blade. Attack! Midnight phantasmagoria.
Aua!
My sword. Witness the power of...
Nice and spicy.
Nö, die pennen einfach weiter. Na gut. So, jetzt da hinten irgendwo?
body and mind.
Ei, das ist aber noch einiges zu tun. Ah, voll auf die Mütze.
Booba, get them! Oz, reveal thyself!
Submit for judgment.
Gibt's dafür wenigstens was? Nein, natürlich nicht. So, die müssen wir auch noch machen.
Swift and merciful.
Schon wieder zu früh.
Nice and spicy!
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Rain outlines your fate. Huh? Let me weep.
From whence you came.
Greif noch was an. Ach, hallo.
Forth, my blade.
Out of the frying pan, it's by royal decree!
Submit for judgment.
So. Und dann dahin. Oh, da ist noch ein Teleport direkt da. In der Ecke. Den nehmen wir doch gleich mit bei der Gelegenheit. Teleport ist gut. So, dann da hoch. Irgendwie klettern. Sieht ein bisschen so aus, ne? Was ist denn hier? Nee. Ist auf jeden Fall 2 von denen. Oder? Ist doch auch so einer. Ja, ist dasselbe. Was auch immer. Kann das auch fotografieren? Ich weiß gar nicht, was man alles fotografieren kann. Nee. Ist ja auch keine Kreatur irgendwie. So, aber die Pflanze da kann man doch sicher fotografieren. Auch nicht? Okay. Ah. Was kann man denn damit machen? Dendro drauf. Zweifel immer Dendro drauf. Aha. Okay. Oh, nee, oh, nee, so war das nicht. Oh, na, egal. Wir müssen eh hier hoch. Einfach mal dezent von meinem Versagen ablenken. Das war so gewollt. Ich wollte ja nicht nur umkehren und dann da hoch und ihr wisst ja. So, dann noch den. Dann haben wir da auch schon mal 5 Stück. Jetzt müssen wir nur irgendwie da hoch. Kraxel. Hätte es einen besseren Weg gegeben? Ja, wahrscheinlich da vorne. Hätten einfach da vorne hochgekonnt. Aber nee, wir müssen ja den schwierigen Weg nehmen. Easy peasy. Ich stürze nur gleich ab und in den Tod und... Ah, da kommen wir rüber. Hoffe ich doch. Ja, alles gut. Haben wir aber schon doch gut Urgestein nochmal. Oh, naja, gut, Urgestein. Haben schon Urgestein abgegriffen. So, wo ist hier der nächste Gegner? Ja, würde ich gerne. So, wir müssen nach oben. Noch weiter nach oben. Ich will jetzt eher nach links. Hier nach links tendiert. Nö, so müsste es passen. Also doch nach links. Oh! Junge! Was du tun? Na komm. Hopp. Letzten Meter schaffen wir noch hier. So. So. Warten, bis es aufgewacht ist. Jetzt können wir.
No, my sword. Ring cutter.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Aua, 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 aua. Böser Drache. So. Ach stimmt. Vorhin hatten wir auch noch einen Dendroculus in der Nähe gehabt. Haben wir komplett vergessen. So, was kriegen wir jetzt hier beim Aktionshändler dafür? Auf jeden Fall keine Holzfiguren, aber Urgestein, Krone und Aufwertungsmaterialien, die wir noch nicht brauchen. Urgestein ist schon mal fein. Aber die Krone brauchen wir auch. Also darauf würde ich schon noch gehen. So, hier müsste irgendwo ein Dendroculus sein. Da ist er ja. Und sogar leicht zu kriegen, wie es scheint. Ich mach's nur fürs Foto. Nur fürs Foto.
By royal decree.
From whence you came.
Rain outlines your fate.
So, jetzt ist der. Zack. Ich habe jetzt schon einiges fotografiert. Wird das irgendwie gezählt? Da müssen wir jetzt nach oben. Hier. Bei der Nahrungsaufnahme, genau. Fotografiere in aktivierten befindet Tri-Lakshana-Kreaturen. Normalen Modus. Verdorrter Modus. Und jetzt müssen wir noch den aktivierten Modus. Okay. Ausrufezeichen? Ach, bei der Figurenwahl, ja gut. Moment, jetzt brauchen wir wieder... Da oben ist eine Truhe übrigens. Ach Mensch! So. Nicht bewegen, solange das da lädt. So.
Just what will...
Ach so, es haut Schaden raus. Schön. So. Und jetzt müssen wir noch irgendeinen Pilz in der Richtung finden. Scheint so, ja. Irgendwas. Noch eins. Gut, müssen wir uns nur merken. Oh, hier haben wir einen. Zählt der? Ist das ein anderer? Nee, ist derselbe. Der zählt nicht. Aber da oben ist irgendwo eine Truhe. Wie auch immer wir uns die verdient haben. Wo soll die denn sein?
What trinkets lie veiled within this desolate plain?
Aha. Ist das jetzt passiert, weil wir es aktiviert haben, oder wie? Ach, das haben wir auch verdorren lassen.
This world.
Das zählt jetzt aber nicht, weil wir das schon hatten, ne? Nee. Muss man ja nachgucken. So. Aber man kommt zumindest bei diesen Nebenquests schon irgendwie an allem Möglichen vorbei. Das passt schon. Aber warum diese Blume nicht zählt? Ja gut, weil die nicht aktiviert werden kann in dem Sinne. Also nicht so wie die Pilze. So, was haben wir denn da für ein Tierchen? Kommen wir nah genug ran? Oh, gleich 2 von denen. Hehe. Ach, da oben sitzt auch noch einer. Beim Gesicht waschen. Nee, jetzt einfach nur so. Wasch dir nochmal das Gesicht. Natürlich machst du es jetzt nicht mehr. Blödes Vieh. Nee, angreifen ist vielleicht nicht so cool. So, jetzt haben wir rein beim Gesicht waschen. Ich weiß nicht, ob wir das brauchen, aber Schaden tut's nicht. So. Hier haben wir was geschafft. 2 Tiere. Zack. Und jetzt können wir damit doch Holzfiguren kaufen. Was kam denn noch nur in Sumeru hier vor? Diese Lastentiere, ja. Kann man die Pilze fotografieren? Nee, anscheinend nicht. Diese Lastentiere, diese Tiger. Was gab es denn hier noch? Dich gibt's überall. Hallo Hühle, euch gibt's auch überall. Ich würde jetzt einfach die Schatzsuche weitermachen nochmal. Eine mache ich zumindest noch. Vielleicht finden wir da auch noch irgendwas für unsere Suche. Aber wir haben ja noch ein bisschen Zeit. Wir müssen ja jetzt nicht alles hier machen. Aber wir hatten doch hier bei der einen Statue... Hier war doch auch noch ein Dendroculus irgendwo. Nur wo war das? War das diese Statue? Ich weiß es nicht. Oh Gott, was ist das? Eine... Oh! Oh! Uiuiuiui. Ein großer Roboter. Ui. Okay. Nee, war das hier? Wo war denn der erste Teleport, wo wir hin sind? War es nicht der hier? Für die eine Quest? Doch, oder? Ich bin nicht sicher. Doch, das war der hier. Aber hier war irgendwo auch der Dendroculus. Aber wo? Ich musste ein bisschen weg. Aber irgendwo hier war er. Die Suero-Rosen und so muss ich nicht fotografieren, oder? Ah, diese Krokodile, das wären auch noch Tiere, die nur hier vorkommen. Ja, stimmt. Aber wo sind die? Ich bin ihnen schon mal begegnet. Ich habe mir nur nicht gemerkt, wo sie sind. Ist vielleicht doch besser so. Hehe. Was haben wir da? Ach, noch so ein Steinhaufen. Nee, komm, dann gehen wir auf Schatzsuche. Vielleicht stolpern wir ja noch über das ein oder andere Fotomotiv. So. Eine Schatzsuche machen wir noch. Die anderen mache ich dann so für mich. Weil alles schaffen wir heute nicht mehr. Ich versuche mal ein Foto hier von so einer Blume zu machen. Nee. Die sind nicht dabei. So, okay. Was ist denn hier? Das ist in der Nähe. Das ist hier direkt beim Dings. Bei Ormos. Hier. Da können wir auch direkt den Teleport freischalten. Aber wir kaufen erst noch Figuren. Gucken wir mal, ob wir schon mal eine bauen können. Wobei müssen wir das, oder können wir das hier im Aktionshändler machen? Können wir ja was... Guck mal. Holzfigurenrumpf. Lebhaft. Also eine komplette Figur kriegen wir noch nicht zusammen. Blumiger Holzfigurenrumpf. Ah. Aquamarinblauer. Okay, wir nehmen mal den Aquamarinblauen. Den sitzenden. Okay. Und dann holen wir einen blumigen Holzkopf. Hehe. Buhu. Hoho. Hehe. Nehmen wir Hehe. Okay, und damit, nee. Wir können noch Augen dazu kaufen. Oder einen Hut. Sei gegrüßt. So, jetzt haben wir schon mal Augen. Und jetzt können wir hier welche aufstellen. Zack. Zack. Und Augen. Schön. Wundervoll. Kriegen wir aber noch nichts für, ne? Ist noch nicht vollständig. Wunderschön. Sehr gut. So. Aber wir wollen ja den Schatz suchen. Das Schöne ist ja, wir können jetzt relativ schnell teleportieren hier. So. Die Frage ist, wie kommen wir denn hier hin? Am besten. Weil wir sind jetzt ziemlich weit unten. Ich glaube, wir müssen eher einmal nach oben. Ich glaube, so ist besser, weil das ist da wirklich sehr niedrig. Aber wie kommen wir denn jetzt hier hoch? Ach du meine Güte. Kommen wir noch irgendwie noch höher als das? Wahrscheinlich nicht, ne? Und wir müssen auf dieser Seite hoch. Kommen wir überhaupt bis nach oben da? Das sieht eigentlich nicht so gut aus, oder? Das sieht eigentlich nicht so gut aus. Aber die eine Schatzsuche möchte ich noch machen. Und außerdem, früher oder später müssen wir diesen Teleport freischalten. Ihr seht es ja. Es wäre schon sinnvoll, ihn zu haben. Ich hoffe, wir können da noch irgendwo zwischendrin verschnaufen. Aber es sieht gerade ziemlich schlecht aus. Na? Oh Gott, oh Gott. Einmal verschnaufen. Mal gucken. Jetzt müssen wir hier zumindest irgendwie rüberkommen. Was danach kommt, keine Ahnung. Wir werden es rausfinden. Ach Gott, ganz da hinten müssen wir hin. Na gut, hier ist ein Übergang. Wäre wahrscheinlich auch irgendwie einfacher gewesen. Ich hätte hier zum Beispiel mit dem Schiffchen übers Wasser fahren können. Ah ja, da unten ist der andere Teleport, wo wir vorhin waren. Mhm. So, jetzt schaffen wir es aber auch rüber. Gebiet der Schatzsuche erreicht. Ach so, ja, dann sollten wir die Seele aktivieren. Das stimmt. Können aber auch beides machen, ne? So. Wenn wir nicht gerade abgelenkt werden. Hallöchen!
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Submit for judgment. Forth my blade. Eight. How do you think you're
How regretful.
By royal decree.
from whence you came? One with my blood.
No, my soul.
Oh Gott, was kommt denn jetzt hier?
Nice and spicy. Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Rain cutter.
Now you're testing my patience.
Spirit blade. Attack. Swift and merciful.
I'm getting sick of this one.
Na komm schon. Mann, Mann, Mann. Ich wollte doch gar nichts von euch. Aber gut. Wenn ihr mir eure Truhe freiwillig gebt, dann...
Destiny has brought me hither.
Was? Moment. Das war was zu lesen. Tote, das Sore, mehrere Traumata, Risswunden, innere Quetschung, Blutungen. Aber die tödliche Wunde war am Hals. Das Zungenbein war gebrochen. Traumatische Asphyxie. Die genaue Todesursache ist schwierig zu bestimmen. Okay. Und Bücher. Zurückgelassener Energieblock.
No, my sword.
Ich wollte aber eigentlich gar nichts mit euch zu schaffen haben. Wieso? Seid doch selber schuld. Total unnötig. Nee, nach unten? Ah, da. Steckt. Kleine Sauigel. Kann man das fotografieren? Wahrscheinlich nicht, oder? Okay.
Destiny has brought me hither.
So, da haben wir da hinten was. Aber da kommen wir ja relativ einfach hin. Hier ist noch irgendwo ein Dendroculus. Die Frage, ob ich da hin will. Na? So, dazu was entdeckt. Müssen aber doch mal rüber zu dem Teleport. Wie komme ich denn da hin? So. Jetzt muss erstmal den Teleport. Wie viel Urgestein haben wir denn jetzt? Ach Gottchen. Da müssen wir nochmal gucken. Guck mal, da kann man noch... Ruhend. Und du da hinten? Packt hier. In gar keiner bestimmten Position. Frisst du mal was? Friss doch einfach mal was. Ich glaube, fressend muss ich sie auch fotografieren. Nö, der wandert nur durch die Gegend. So, okay. Quatsch. Wenn du schon so verlockend da rumstehst. Ach Mist, den Rest müssen wir auch noch machen.
Submit for judgment. Need more.
Witness the power of the wild.
Patience. Very clear. Attack. Forth my blade.
I'll be back.
Ja, ja, ja. Das sagen sie alle. Das sagen sie alle. So, wie komme ich jetzt da dran? Achso. Ah, Moment. Zack.
It was worth the trouble.
So. Aber ich musste mich doch hier irgendwo durchkämpfen. Ich muss die Seele auch erstmal rufen. So. Da ist auch prompt der Dendroculus aufgetaucht. Interessant.
I ride on wind and cloud alike.
Hehe. Mich nicht gesehen.
Swift and merciful.
At your right hand, it's Oz, reveal thyself.
Submit for judgment.
No, my sword.
Geht mal lieber auf die andere drauf, genau.
Ring cutter. Time to act.
Forth my blade. From whence you came.
Shadow Raven, let night fall. Destiny has brought
Nice,
me
nice.
hither.
Next one. Da war ich doch gerade. Mensch. Da war ich doch gerade. Frisst du jetzt Gras? Nee, der pennt. Wenn ich es hell mache, vielleicht fressen die dann Gras. So, so gegen 8. Okay, jetzt sind sie ganz weg. Ah, nee, doch da. Und? Dann halt nicht. Eigentlich Aktionsdetails. Was auch immer. Wir machen weiter. Damit habe ich gar nicht gerechnet. Hey!
Get them!
One with my blade.
Nice and spicy!
Swift and merciful.
Wo ist jetzt das Teil? So, wahrscheinlich hier. Nicht hoch genug. Nee, weiter unten. Ah. Okay, alles gut. Offen. So. So.
A touch of frost. Submit for judgment.
Witness the power of Gugwa. Huh? Rain outlines your...
So. Buddeln. Ruhe.
Cry out my illustrious name.
Und nächstes. Aber viel zum Fotografieren haben wir jetzt nicht gefunden, ne? In der Ecke. Ah, das können wir noch einsammeln. Hätte ja sein können. Naja. Noch? Ah. Und da noch zwei. So.
Cry out my illustrious name.
So. Wo ist denn das? Ach, das ist unten. Hier müsste das sein. Bei Vimara. Vermutlich. So, was holen wir uns denn da? Für die Miniseele reicht's noch nicht. Stimmt, um die ging's noch. Ich würde noch mal gucken, ob wir vielleicht die Krokodile finden. Die waren doch an irgendeinem Teich oder so. Dann würden wir nämlich schon mal eine Figur zusammenkriegen. Und was hier die dritte Kreatur wäre, keine Ahnung. Die Krokodile waren doch hier irgendwo hier, oder? Ich weiß es nicht. Irgendwo waren die Viecher und ich habe mich gewundert, warum die nicht angreifen. Da ist eins. Aber was wäre denn dann die 4. Kreatur? Das wird jetzt... Upsa. Ein Stachelkrokodil. Kein besonders schönes Foto, aber ein Foto. So. Das Krokodil, das Jajak-Packtier, aber... So, und wenn ich jetzt die Zeit umstelle, dann haben wir es doch sicher auch ruhend irgendwann. Nö, hängt genauso um wie vorher. Vielleicht ist es jetzt ruhend. Es ist ruhend. Okay. Ruhend ist noch am einfachsten. Da hinten ist noch eins. Die Zeit jetzt nochmal drehen. Naja gut, ich wollte ja nur noch mal eine Figur bauen können. Jetzt pennt's, oder was? Mitten am Tag. Nee.
I'm sure the good people of the Adventurers Guild are absolutely fine, mein
im Gras rum. Okay. Der Kranich war jetzt aber kein Tier, was es nur hier gibt, oder? Das wäre jetzt ärgerlich, wenn ich den verscheucht hätte. Aha! Vorsichtig am Krokodil vorbei. So viel zu meinem Plan. Böses Krokodil. Böse. Upsi.
By royal decree. Cry out my illustrious name.
Naja. Da ist noch eins. Macht aber auch nichts Besonderes. Langweilige Viecher sind das. So, dann bauen wir noch mal eine Figur. Und dann sehen wir mal zu, dass wir langsam in die Haie kommen. So. Nee, andere Richtung. Eieiei, das hätte ich auch nicht gedacht, dass bei der Collie-Quest noch so viel kommt. Also so viel noch hinten dran hängt. Aber gut, eigentlich habe ich es ja sogar gelesen. Ich habe es nur wieder verdrängt. So, was hatte ich? Ich hatte einen Kopf, hatte ich Augen, hatte ich einen Hut, bräuchte ich noch. Nehmen wir den hier. Zack, einen Hut und einen Umhang. Sehr schön. Nee, die Augen haben wir schon. Zack. Wunderschön. Wunderschön. So. So, dafür haben wir jetzt hier was bekommen. Und dafür bekommen wir die Krone der Weisheit. Haben wir schon mal zusammen. So. Und die nächsten Bemühungen gelten dem Urgestein. Und hier haben wir auch noch was bekommen. Saisonaufträge. Vollende eine Holzfigur. Na. Sehr schick. So, wir können aber noch mehr kaufen hier, oder? Nehmen wir mal Natur belassen. So, mehr können wir wahrscheinlich jetzt nicht kaufen. Für 20 gibt es wahrscheinlich nichts. Nee. Ich weiß auch gar nicht, sind die Dinger begrenzt? Wahrscheinlich irgendwie. Punkte. So. Was ist denn die 4. Kreatur? Also die 3, ja, aber die 4.? So, hier fehlt mir auch noch was. So, Ruhen angreifen. Okay, beim Angreifen muss ich sie tatsächlich noch. Und das Krokodil beim Maul öffnen im Wasser. Spiel mit dem eigenen Schwanz und beim Angreifen. Ja, Angreifen ist noch das Einfachste dann. Also zweiteinfachste, sagen wir so. Außer einfach so fotografieren. Aber dann hier noch diese ganzen... Boah, hier. Ja gut, das kriegen wir noch hin. Zerstöre ein Positiv, ein Negativ. Besiege Fluxblitzbaum ohne das Weißohr. Ach du meine Güte. Können wir nächstes Mal machen. Heute ist wirklich gut. Und hier ist Herausforderung, ein Blatt im Wind. Ja, gut. Das sind irgendwelche Geschwindigkeitsdinger. Und da haben wir ja schon mal einen. Die gehen ja relativ schnell. Also die werde ich wahrscheinlich vielleicht einfach mal zwischen den Streams machen. Die Herausforderungen eher nicht. Vielleicht die Bosse auch nicht. Die gucken wir uns nochmal direkt an. Aber das überlege ich mir bis zum nächsten Mal. Die vermissten Schätze mache ich einfach jetzt zwischen den Streams fertig. Wenn ich dran denke, heißt das. Und dann würde ich sagen, das war's für heute, meine Lieben. Nächster Stream am Freitag, 20 Uhr. Nicht 20:30, 20 Uhr spielen wir Gravity Rush 2 Trophäenjagd. Da aber auch nur relativ kurz, 1,5 bis 2 Stunden. Und falls ihr nochmal Genshin Impact reinschauen wollt, nächster Genshin Impact Stream, noch nicht 100%ig sicher, aber wahrscheinlich am Dienstag 20:30 Uhr, wie fast immer. Ansonsten schaut hier in den Zeitplan, spätestens, also Sonntag, Montag so um den Dreh, poste ich immer die Streaming-Zeiten für die nächste Woche. Oder schaut einfach in meinen Discord-Channel, dann bekommt ihr direkt eine Benachrichtigung, wann ich streame und wann meine Let's Plays veröffentlicht werden. Let's Plays ist das Stichwort. YouTube findet ihr auch nochmal ganz andere Dinge, die ich hier so verbrochen habe. So. Ich wünsche euch noch einen schönen Abend. Schlaft gut, wacht erholt auf, habt morgen einen ganz tollen Tag und wir feiern den Eintritt ins Wochenende dann am Freitag gemeinsam, wenn ihr mögt. Bis dann, meine Lieben. Ciao, ciao.